The visionary who shaped India, Jamsetji Tata. A century and a half ago, a humble cotton trader set out on a journey, unaware that his dreams would one day lay the foundation of an empire that would transform India and touch the lives of millions. This is the inspiring story of the Tata Group. Jamsetji Tata was born in 1839. After completing his education in 1858, he joined his father's cotton trading business. Over the next decade, despite numerous challenges, the business flourished. But Jamsetji had bigger ambitions. He didn't just want to trade cotton. He wanted to manufacture textiles himself. He established Empress Mill in Nagpur, marking the beginning of his industrial journey. However, he faced a major challenge. The workers lacked discipline and motivation. To address this, Jamsetji introduced revolutionary labor welfare measures, including a provident fund scheme for pensions, medical insurance, and initiatives like Family Day and Sports Day to reward hard-working employees. These ideas were ahead of their time and significantly improved worker productivity and morale. By 1880, India's growing call for independence inspired Jamsetji to think beyond textiles. He believed that true independence required economic self-sufficiency. Determined to reduce India's reliance on foreign goods, he diversified into new industries. He introduced strawberry farming in Panchagni, which remains a hub for strawberries and jam production today. Recognizing Bangalore and Mysore's climate as ideal for silk farming, he imported silkworms from France and founded the Tata Silk Farm, giving rise to the famous Mysore silk saris. Jamsetji's love for Bombay, now Mumbai, led him to dream of a world-class hotel for the city. In 1898, he began building the Taj Mahal Hotel, personally overseeing its construction. When it opened in 1903, it became Mumbai's first building to be powered by electricity and soon became an architectural marvel. Among all his initiatives, Jamsetji's most ambitious dream was to establish a steel industry in India. Steel was the backbone of industries like construction, railways, and manufacturing, and he was determined to make it in India. He spent 17 years searching for high-quality iron ore, facing numerous setbacks. Finally, in 1899, he discovered rich iron ore reserves in Bengal, paving the way for India's steel industry. Unfortunately, Jamsetji did not live to see his dream realized. He passed away in 1904 at the age of 65. However, his vision did not die with him. His son, Dorabji Tata, took it upon himself to fulfill his father's dreams. Understanding the need for scientific research and education in India, Jamsetji had envisioned an institution that would nurture world-class scientists and researchers. Dorabji turned this dream into reality by collaborating with the Maharaja of Mysore to establish the Indian Institute of Science, ISC, in Bangalore in 1909. The institute went on to make groundbreaking contributions, including India's first supercomputer, Puram, and the country's first indigenous aircraft, the Hansa. Jamsetji Tata was more than an entrepreneur. He was a visionary who laid the foundation for India's industrial revolution. His ideas, far ahead of their time, continue to shape the nation's progress even today. Jamsetji Tata's dreams extended beyond education. He also envisioned a hydroelectric power plant to generate electricity. His son, Dorabji Tata, took on the challenge, choosing Dudsagar Falls on the Goa-Maharashtra border as the source of power. With a workforce of 7,000, he built artificial lakes, dams, and channels, bringing this ambitious project to life. By 1911, the plant was operational, supplying electricity to Mumbai's mills and businesses. This pioneering initiative laid the foundation for what we now know as Tata Power. Dorabji's commitment to his father's vision didn't stop there. He took on the responsibility of completing the steel plant Jamsetji had dreamed of. In 1907, he established a limited company and launched an IPO worth 23 Indian rupees crore, an amount raised within 2 weeks thanks to overwhelming support from 8,000 investors driven by the Swadeshi movement. The company was named Tata Iron and Steel Company, TISCO, and by 1912, the first batch of Indian-made steel rolled out of its plant. Just 2 years later, World War I erupted, skyrocketing Britain's demand for steel for tanks, railways, and military equipment. TISCO worked tirelessly to meet this demand, earning immense recognition. After the war, as a tribute to Jamsetji Tata's contributions, the town where TISCO was established was renamed Jamshedpur, and its railway station became Titanagar. Under Dorabji Tata's leadership, the Tata Group expanded across multiple industries including steel, power, consumer goods, banking, and insurance. His passing in 1932 marked the end of an era, but the torch was soon passed to a young and dynamic leader, J.R.D. Tata. J.R.D. Tata had joined the business in 1925, learning the ropes at the Tisco plant. However, his true passion lay in aviation. In 1932, he founded Tata Aviation Services, India's first airline for passenger and cargo transport. He even piloted the airline's first-ever flight, earning the title of India's first commercial pilot. After becoming chairman in 1938, JRD identified a gap in India's industrial landscape. Essential chemicals like soda ash and caustic soda were being imported. These chemicals were crucial for manufacturing glass, textiles, soaps, and detergents. Determined to make India self-reliant, he established Tata Chemicals in 1939, setting up a plant in Mithapur, Gujarat. Meanwhile, JRD remained passionate about aviation. Unfortunately, during World War II, the British government seized all planes, forcing Tata Aviation Services to shut down. But JRD refused to give up. As soon as the war ended, he re-entered the aviation industry, founding Air India in 1946. Air India soon became synonymous with luxury and hospitality. Its crew was known for impeccable service, and the airline's punctuality, cleanliness, and in-flight experience were world-class. With the Maharaja mascot symbolizing Indian hospitality, Air India gained global recognition as one of the finest airlines. However, JRD's dream was short-lived. In 1953, India's newly independent government adopted a socialist model, believing key industries like transportation should be under state control. As a result, Air India was nationalized, stripped from JRD Tata overnight. Under government management, the airline's standards declined, and it gradually lost its global prestige. Despite this setback, JRD continued to expand the Tata empire. He realized that even after independence, India lacked its own cosmetic brand. Most beauty products were imported. To change this, he founded Lakme, named after the French word for goddess Lakshmi. By giving the brand a Western-sounding name, he cleverly positioned it as aspirational while keeping its deep Indian roots intact. JRD also saw an opportunity in industrial manufacturing. He acquired a locomotive factory in Jamshedpur and launched Tata Locomotive and Engineering Company Limited, later rebranded as Telco. Initially, the company produced steam engines for the railways, but JRD soon expanded into truck manufacturing. His most significant success came with the Tata 407, a slim yet durable truck that dominated the Indian market, securing a 70% market share, even outperforming international brands. Today, this once small locomotive company is known as Tata Motors. From steel and power to aviation and consumer goods, the Tata Group has played a pivotal role in shaping India's economic landscape. Thanks to visionaries like Jamshedji, Dorabji, and JRD Tata, the legacy of innovation, perseverance, and national pride continues to thrive. By 1991, under JRD Tata's leadership, the Tata Group had grown into a massive conglomerate with 84 companies, 24,000 Indian rupees crore in revenue, and 2.7 lakh employees. However, at the age of 87, JRD knew it was time to pass the baton to a new leader. He chose a promising young member of the Tata family, Ratan Tata, to take over as chairman. Ratan Tata's journey in the business world began much earlier. In 1962, while studying architecture in the USA, he received a letter from JRD Tata asking him to return to India and join the Tata Group. Answering the call, he started his career at Tata Steel, working at the ground level like any other employee. His dedication and business acumen soon earned him bigger responsibilities. Before becoming chairman, he had turned around the struggling Empress Mill, successfully resolved a major labor unrest at Telco, and transformed Tata's Nalco company, increasing its revenue from 3 Indian rupees crore to 200 Indian rupees crore. When Ratan Tata took over as chairman in 1991, he realized that while the Tata Group was a respected name, it was falling behind in technology and innovation. The group hadn't done anything revolutionary for a long time, and he was determined to change that. One of Ratan Tata's first ambitious projects was to develop a car that was 100% Indian, designed and manufactured in India. In 1995, he envisioned a vehicle that would be spacious, fuel-efficient, affordable, and futuristic. But there was a major hurdle. The cost of setting up a new manufacturing plant was a staggering $2 billion. To overcome this, Tata Motors devised a smart solution. Instead of building a new plant from scratch, they acquired an old Nissan plant in Australia at a fraction of the cost. The entire plant was dismantled, transported to India, and reassembled in Pune. Ratan Tata personally played a crucial role in designing the car. Finally, in 1998, the Tata Indica was launched. The name combined Indi from India and CA from car, signifying the country's first homegrown vehicle. After making strides in the automobile sector, Ratan Tata turned his focus to technology. He realized that TCS, Tata Consultancy Services, was primarily engaged in basic administrative tasks like data entry and bookkeeping for Indian companies. He saw an opportunity to shift the focus towards high-end software services. Under his leadership, TCS began developing custom software solutions for some of the world's largest corporations. He also launched TCS's IPO, securing funds for further expansion. Today, TCS is India's largest IT company, shaping the country's global presence in technology. Even after the success of Indica, Ratan Tata had another vision, making car ownership accessible to India's middle class. He observed that many families were forced to travel on scooters, which was unsafe and uncomfortable. His dream was to provide them with an affordable and safe alternative. In 2009, he fulfilled his promise by launching the Tata Nano, priced at Indian rupee 1 lakh. However, the car's biggest strength, its low cost, ironically became its downfall. In India, a car is a status symbol, and many saw Nano as the cheapest car rather than an aspirational purchase. It was mocked as a matchbox on wheels and a covered auto rickshaw. Instead of being proud, Nano owners felt embarrassed, leading to its failure. Despite this setback, Tata Motors gained valuable insights into consumer behavior, shaping their future vehicle lineup. Today, Tata Motors is the highest revenue-generating company in the Tata Group. Ratan Tata strongly believed that Indian businesses should expand beyond India and compete globally. To establish Tata as a global powerhouse, he led a series of strategic acquisitions. Tata Motors acquired Jaguar and Land Rover, JLR, to enter the luxury automobile market. Tetley Tea and 8 O'Clock Coffee were acquired to strengthen Tata's presence in the global beverage industry. Tata Steel, TCS, Tata Chemicals, and IHCL, Taj Hotels, made significant global acquisitions. Thanks to these bold moves, over 50% of Tata Group's revenue now comes from international markets. Under Ratan Tata's leadership, the Tata Group reached new heights of innovation and success. Titan developed the world's slimmest watch. TCS built one of the world's most powerful supercomputers. Tata Sky revolutionized Indian television. But more than just building businesses, Tata Group also built schools, colleges, hospitals, and research institutes, always keeping people at the heart of its growth. Ratan Tata once said, "If you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, take everyone along." This philosophy has guided Tata Group's journey, growing not just as a company, but as a symbol of trust, integrity, and national pride. And that is why, even more than their success, the Tata Group has earned something even greater, the deep respect of the people. This is the story of the Tata Group, a legacy of vision, resilience, and transformation. Ratan Tata once said,
"Where did Microsoft, where did Apple, where did Amazon, where did Facebook come from? Where individuals started in garages, where ideas were born. Do not grow with a view that something can't be done and so should not be done. People felt something could be done and that they could make a difference. So as you go out into this world, I would hope that you, would look at being ethical and holding the value systems which you want this country to have. If you think you cannot make a difference, I'd say you very well can make a difference if you so desire. That you are humble as you look forward. If you speak or sit next to a Nobel laureate, he never tells you that he won a Nobel Prize. Other people tell you. So let humility be your best defense. And I would say that you always need to take a view that you have had the privilege of a good education. You need to give back to society some of the learning you have done to do something for your country and for society. And you shouldn't merely consider yourself successful based on the prosperity you gain for yourself, but you should go home at night feeling satisfied if you have made a difference. that difference is something each one of us can make. We'll have failures and we'll have frustrations, but it's a continued commitment that we have to the world around us, to ourselves and to the people of India.
If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe and share. Thank you for watching.